Did you know that tiny pieces of plastic are in your food and water? Some people, depending on their environment, will consume as much as a credit card's worth of plastic in a week. I'm Tom, Alchemy Wizard. Welcome. Let's explore plastics and toxicity. Now, I was kind of shocked when I looked at the statistics and the charts and the concentrations of plastics in our food, water, air. Seawater is full of plastics. Fish has the highest concentration of plastics. And all of this stuff is ingested within our bodies. It is really quite shocking. And the hard part about this whole process is that there's not a lot we can do about it. Almost everything we buy today is in plastic. And so you could say, well, I'll take the food out of the plastic containers and put them in glass, or you'll only drink from glass waters, but the plastic is still in the air. The concentrations in urban areas and cities is unbelievable. So what are these microplastics? Microplastics can be anything from 5 millimeters in size to 1 nanometer in size. It is so prevalent that just by touching plastic, you will absorb tiny particles of plastic just into your skin, and which will go into your bloodstream and be ingested. It is extremely pervasive. The air in cities especially is almost so much of a high concentration that you could probably see the plastic dust at times blowing around outside. Now, in part one of this series, I talked about the different kinds of plastic. There are 7 different kinds of plastics. I won't get into it now. But basically, everything is not made from the same kind of plastic. You might ask about BPA plastic, bisphenol. Well, bisphenol is a chemical that was in the early days of when they made plastic chemicals and was found to be quite toxic. And there was a big movement, and people got that removed from most of the plastics today. But that is the only one of many chemicals that are incorporated in these plastics. So while you might have BPA-free plastic container, that doesn't mean the toxicity of the other chemicals, which are quite a lot, isn't going to be toxic either. Have you ever heard of the term microbeads? Microbeads are in cosmetic products. Very tiny pieces of round plastic they actually put in cosmetics to give you that wonderful looking face. And in the meantime, you're coating your face with microplastics, which are going to be absorbed right into your skin. And so while you're feeling and thinking you're feeling younger, your body's actually getting quite older because you've now absorbed even more plastic toxicity. Polyester, nylon, acrylic, or spandex clothing contain microplastics. Now, you're not only absorbing it through your skin by wearing them, you're also washing it down the drain when you throw it in the washing machine, and down it goes into the water supply. So, what can be done to help rid the body of these toxic microplastics? Well, quite a bit. Probiotics will go a long way to improving your gut health. Chlorella and spirulina, charcoal, antioxidants, and of course, molybdenum, or eucalyptus users, and quartz water can go a long way to help bind toxic plastics and remove them from your body. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but if your water contains high levels of plastics, you can remove 99.9% of the plastics by putting it through a reverse osmosis unit. Now, you can't drink it after it comes out of the reverse osmosis unit, so you'll have to remineralize it with sea salt, and I have a video on remineralizing RO water, and this will still give you 99.9% free plastics from your drinking water. And before you ask, your Brita filters or your refrigerator filters will not remove microplastics. Distillation may remove microplastics, but it is possible that because they're airborne, the microplastics could recombine at the output of the distiller. I think it's important to be aware of what you're putting into your body and the things that are coming into your body that you're not aware of. And so this, my little video here on toxic plastics, is to help you bring some awareness to your this plastic situation. Do what you can to limit your toxic exposure to toxic plastics. Use glass where you can, especially in drinking containers and things like that. And try to add some of these dietary supplements to your health regime so that your body can better remove these materials from it. And that's about it. I'm Tom, Alchemy Wizard. I'll talk to you again soon. So what can you do to remove toxic plastic from your body, which is in there? You're not going to be able to excrete. What word do I want? Clothing such as nylon, acrylic, spandex. Clothing such as nylon, clothing such as nylon, polyester, polyester. Clothing such as nylon. No, not again. Clothing such as spandex, polyester, acrylic, and something else. Damn. Well, the first is probiotics. Gut health is really what the ding. Don't ding while I'm dying here.